welcome to another Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday. Today, I'm going to unbox and take a look at Cyberion from InPatience Games. Now, I probably mispronounced that, the name, not necessarily the game company, but InPatience Games is a new game company to me. I've got several, or have a few games in this series. This is a game from the Oniverse, from Shadi Torby, and the Oniverse is basically a solitaire game world or system, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of a different kind of world. It's dreams, it's imagination, it's all kinds of different stuff, but they're all kind of couched under this Oniverse. The first game that I got from it was Onirim, which was kind of like, I think, the beginning of the Oniverse. And this is all about dreams, and it's a solo game, and a very good game, and it was done by Z-Man Games, produced it. Really great solitaire game, to me, a little bit reminiscent of the game Patience. Where did we get that name from? The solitaire game, but yet different. Played this a lot, but actually played it probably more online, or the app, than I played the actual card game. But still played that a lot. And then the next one I got in this line is Arion, which is kind of about building planes and stuff, and really like this as well. There are several in this series, and I imagine there might be a catalog in here. We'll take a look at that if there is. Those are the two games I have, and then this one is the most recent release in the Oniverse, and had heard really good comments about it, so I thought, well, I'll pick this up as well. These games tend to be, well, they're all solitaire based. A few of in this line can be played, I guess, cooperatively. I've only, or can be played with multiplayers. I've only really played these solitaire. Let's take a look at the back of the box and see what we have here. The factory of the world of dreams is on the brink of destruction. The Devious Cog has sabotaged all the machines, and it is only a matter of minutes before everything implodes. At the head of the last squad of worker robots, will you manage to repair the factory before all the failsafes have collapsed? Cyberion is a game of hands management. You must use your robot cards wisely, either to repair the machine cards or to trigger the powerful abilities. The machine gets harder to repair throughout the game, but you'll also have opportunities to increase the magnitude of your robot's abilities. Contents: 116 cards, 45 tokens, 1 board, 5 Devious Cog figures, 1 rulebook. Includes 5 expansions. That's another thing I like about this series. Each of the ones that I've picked up include extra expansions. So, you've got the base game, which is quite a bit to play and a challenge, but then they always have these expansions if you want to up your gameplay or get a little bit more variety. Let's get inside this and see what is inside this box here. And if you've played this game, feel free to comment down below, or if you've played any of the Oniverse, feel free to tell me your thoughts on them. As I said, I really like Onirim and Arion are two of my favorite. I haven't played all the others, but I've kind of watched them from time to time. And as I was looking out and see, do I want to get those? Do I want to pick those up? This one came out, and I said this one was worth taking a look at. Nice, solid, thick box there. As you can see, they're not very big, so they don't take up a lot of shelf space. Oh, this is kind of cool. They always have kind of an interesting production value, too. What is this? Can't even get this out of here. Oh, this is how the box opens up. Yeah, they do this. So this is how the box opens up. So you have this kind of a packaging. It's kind of a layered packaging to open it up there. And then we get into the rules right there. And then we've got, oh, there's a little catalog. We'll take a look at that. Then here are the counters that I need to punch out. And really good thickness on the counters there, pre-rounded, of course, and double-sided. So you got 1, 2, 3 counter sheets there. Then here's the game board, I guess, or the track, and it's mounted, as you can see here. Kind of cool. cool there, a little bit of a track there. And then inside here are the tokens. Those are kind of cool. Looks like they're plastic. Kind of cool. Is that the evil cog or something like that? Looks like there's a token that goes there. And then we've got some cards. And then there's a card tray there to put everything back in there once you're done. So let's put this off to the side here for a second. We'll look at the cards. Let's look at this catalog for a second. There's Oniverse. Talked about that. Oh, that's kind of different. Natalion that's a naval-based game. Arion, I have that. Stellarion, Cyberion, and the rest of this is, let's talk a little bit about Sylveon. Oh, there's Sylveon, there we go. I missed one. Sylveon, Castilion. See a trend going on here? So those are some of the other ones that are in this series. And then on the back, you've got a little bit of a description of them. So which one is your favorite? If you've played any of these, which ones do you like or don't like? I've enjoyed all the two I have, and this third one, I plan to enjoy that as well. But you might like the other ones better. Tell me about them. Tell others about them. So here's the rule book. You've got a player aid on the back. I like that. I like it when they don't waste space. So it's 24 pages. And this gives you some little bit of an aid there. Here is the components. Here's the different expansions that are in here, or the components for the expansions. As you can see here. Base game, repair the machines, solo rules. Again, at its heart, these are solos games. Then we have some of the steps here. Here's intervention. And some symbols there. You know, you're gonna have to understand the icons to play the game. Here's cleanup. Got some notes over here, how to play the game. Here's 2-player rules. So the basic rules themselves are 9 pages. That includes, you know, kind of talking about the components. 2-player rules. Here's the setup, flow of the game. And here's the expansion. So the 2-player rules is basically use the base game, and then you've got 2 extra pages to talk about how to play the 2-player game. Then you have expansion. Here's the baby bots, the Giganta robots, the microbots. And each of these rules look like they're like 2 pages. These expansions are 2 pages of rules. The multi-bots. And the Devious Cog. There we go. Pretty cool, actually. You got the robot's abilities. And then that's it. That's the rules. So there you have it. That is all the rules for the game. Again, most of it is the expansion. We're only looking at like 9 pages of actual rules to play this game. Let's see what we got here. And the cards are nice. I mean, this is basically a card game, so you're always going to have, you know, decent, good thickness, good quality of the cards. And I can't really tell you anything about these other, you know, because I haven't played this game yet. But it's, you know, you're going to need to know what the icons mean. But the art and imagery is always pretty cool. It's relatively consistent throughout these games. They use this kind of similar art, which is not necessarily cartoonish, but it's different, and I like it, and it's consistent with the world that it's trying to convey in here, as you can see. And some of these might go to the expansions as well. Looks like you've got some different backs here, so I'll have to figure out which goes to what in that. And then we got some more cards here. So most of this game is cards, but you know, you do have some. You got three sheets of counters or tokens. Yeah, are they counters or are they tokens? Well, if it's a war game, we'd call them counters. But in this, you know, they're odd shaped. So if they're odd shaped, is that a counter or is that a token? Inquiring minds want to know. So here's some more. These all have the same. Oh, we've got some different backs there. I know that's kind of cool. So let's look at the art on these. And I got to figure out what all this means. But I do like the art. I mean, this is kind of cool, if you ask me. But then, who's asking me? Anyway, so there are the cards. So you get counters, cards, a board or a track of sorts. You get these nice little plastic doohickeys or doohamabobbers. You get your book of rules, and you get an interesting, storage area that puts everything back in there. And you'll put that back together and then put it in the box, and it stays nice and tight. There you have it. That is what you get in a box of Cyberion. I'm probably going to pronounce it differently every time because that is what I do. Anyway, there you have it. Love to know your thoughts on this. Have you played this? What do you think about it? What do you think about these games in general? I generally like them and enjoy the solo aspect of it. I haven't really played these multiplayer, the ones that can be played multiplayer. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and drop your comments down below. Take care. Thanks for watching.